Hi, I'm Oprah, and welcome to The Tomorrow Show. Today, we have a very exciting special guest with us who's here to tell us how you can tell how healthy your bones are by the sound they make when they get hit by a freight train. So please join me in giving a warm Oprah welcome to Dr. Gauze!
Thank you so much for having me, Ope. Now let's get right into it. As you can see here in this video, these bones make a nice, strong, healthy, crunchy, snapping sound. Now that's how you know the bones are strong. But here in this one, it's a weak, soft crunch.
Sounds almost kind of wet, almost.
Yes, if your bones sound like this when you get hit by a 40-ton freight train, then the U.S. Department of Health officially recommends that you drink an additional glass of milk every 1 to 2 days.
Wow, and the bones really bend that way?
They sure do, at least when an 18 to 36-ton freight train gets involved. Once you start to reach those higher numbers in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the bones don't really tend to bend as much as just shatter.
Wow, so as we get older, our bones get weaker.
Well, I meant it more as in how many tons of weight the freight train barreling at you is, but that is also true.
So now that we know what healthy bones sound like, how can our viewers use this new information?
I am so glad that you asked that, Ope. You see, most Americans don't even live within 40 minutes of a cargo train, and that's the American healthcare system at work for you, but most people can make do.
How?
Well, the weights of the passenger trains can vary significantly depending on the time of day to how prevalent obesity is in your city.
Wow, and that changes the results?
It usually doesn't change the results significantly enough to notice, but it's something to be aware of. Now, if you can't find a train, a lot of Americans usually have access to some sort of car. The Department of Health officially recommends using a Cadillac for home testing due to its sheer power and momentum, but I've had patients get consistent results with cars as light as a Jeep Wrangler just by pressing on the gas a little more.
And what a way to save.
And if you don't own a car, you can usually order an Uber and get them to do it for you. Try to order an Uber XL so that you're more likely to get a larger vehicle.
Incredible. Well, we have this little demo over here. That way, the viewers at home can hear for themselves what healthy bones sound like when they shatter into oblivion.
That's right. For instance here, we have the sound of a weak bone being shattered by a model train. See this here? It will even shatter at just the slightest application of pressure.
Look at that.
It's too weak.
Well, this one looks pretty strong.
Sure does. Wow.
That sounded healthy.
That was a nice, strong, snappy shattering noise.
I believe we even have another guest.
That's right, we do, Ope. It's actually a patient of mine here to talk about his experiences with bone health.
I wanted to play lacrosse, but I went on Ancestry.com and heard that brittle shin bones might run in my family. But now that I've gotten my calves checked out, I'll be back on the field in no time. Thank you, Dr. Gauze.
Beautiful. Well, I hope these health and fitness tips help you stay in shape and even lose a few. Thank you for joining us today on The Tomorrow Show. Remember to stay tuned for our next episode where we learn why frantically Googling signs of a heart attack in a crowded mall may be a sign you're having a heart attack. Goodbye.